3 professional title bouts, 2 champions defending. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get heavy in here. We're gonna have some good professional fights. So here we go. Our first bout, our featherweight professional championship. First up, please welcome the challenger, Brandon Apfel.
Back out of Monona Terrace as we get set for our first of 3 pro title fights here tonight. And the challenger making his way to the cage is Brandon Apfel. Apfel, a perfect 3-0, and in just 3 amateur fights, he is already ranked number 2 in the state of Wisconsin by Tapology. Usually guys don't get ranked that high, that quickly, so it must be that Brandon Apfel is a pretty talented fighter.
Yeah, that's quite the big jump for someone with so few fights, and we see him coming out. You know, he looks like a guy that must just get in there and scrap.
And now your champion, Alex Gilpin.
Well, we've seen number 2. Now let's see number 1 in the state of Wisconsin with a record of 8-1, a 4-fight win streak, and trying right now to make the second defense of his title at 145 pounds. Alex Gilpin, he is a huge fan favorite here at the Monona Terrace, and for good reason. Gilpin puts on a good show each and every time, as we will get a glimpse right now of the champ still waiting for him to come out, and I think he's doing the little dramatic effect thing here. As here he comes, Alex Gilpin, originally from San Antonio, Texas. Big wrestling background as well. He was recruited and signed with the University of Wisconsin as a wrestler, kind of how he made his way up here, and he has found a home in Madison. As we take a look at the Carbon World Health tale of the tape.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Sups.com and features 5 rounds in the Chosen Few Featherweight Championship Division. Introducing first, this man fighting out of the Harley-Davidson of Madison, blue corner. He stands in at 5'9" tall. He weighed in at 144.8 pounds. He hails from Marquette, Michigan, and represents Lake Effect Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. He is undefeated. 3 bouts, 3 victories, 2 knockouts. Your challenger, Brandon Bad Apple Apfel. His opponent, this man fighting out of the Coliseum Bar, red corner. He hails from right here in Madison, Wisconsin, and represents the Chosen Few. An impressive professional record. 8 victories, only 1 defeat. 3 of those victories come by way of knockout. He stands in at 5'7" tall. He weighed in at 144 1/2 ready pounds. He is the reigning, the defending, the undisputed Chosen Few featherweight champion, Alex Gilpin.
Thundering ovation from the crowd here. Gilpin coming in at 8-1. His only loss, a very controversial split decision to Dan Murray. Since then, he has been on a win streak. He won his title back in January at Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 10. That was a TKO over Jose Pacheco in the 4th round. In fact, Gilpin is often in the 4th round. His last 3 fights have all gone into the 4th round. When we talked to him on the sports news, he said he's very comfortable fighting in those championship rounds.
What Gilpin does is warms up. He takes that first round and a half, first 2 rounds to really feel out his opponent and see exactly what they're all about, strength and weakness wise. Never puts himself in dangerous positions, and then eventually overwhelms his opponent, takes over and wins.
Gilpin can win in various different ways. He is a very good wrestler. In fact, he won the 2009 Texas 5A championship. That was back when he was 112 pounds and hailed from San Antonio, Texas. So you know that Gilpin is tough and knows what to do once he gets his opponent down on the mat.
What was very telling to me is when I saw both fighters walk out. You saw Gilpin walk out with his corner. They had the Vaseline for his face, the ice pack, the ice wall, all that kind of stuff. I didn't see his opponent have anything other than his cornerman. He had a bottle of water and a towel. And what that would suggest to me is he's what you would call the gunslinger type. He just comes in and throws down and fights, not really looking for any methodical game plan. Now here he's trapped in a nice anaconda choke, and it looks like that's it.
And that's it. He tapped out. Gilpin gets the win that quickly. Wasn't sure if he had that thing set in. He did. Had it locked in, and an early win for Alex Gilpin. We've seen him go into the fourth round time and again. Not tonight. He ended it early with the anaconda choke on Brandon Apfel. Apfel now has a blemish on his record. The gunslinger type falls to 3-1. And Gerald, wow, that was really a nice showing tonight by Alex Gilpin.
As I mentioned, Brandon came out swinging. You know, he had no real respect for Gilpin's wrestling pedigree. Just stood right in there and threw, and it worked for him for a second. But as soon as Gilpin got it down, took his time, he found the submission. He got that nice tight squeeze, and he finished the fight beautifully in the first round.
Wow, nice job by Gilpin. And again, he has gone long in a lot of these fights that we have seen, but not tonight, as he was able to use his skill. And as the #1 ranked fighter in Wisconsin, he took down #2 with a quickness.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end of this bout comes at 1 minute, 24 seconds of round number 1 for your winner by anaconda choke and still chosen few featherweight champion, Alex Gilpin.
Gilpin retains the title here tonight that he won back in January and now has defended twice. Let's hear from the reigning champ, who is going to be talking with Chris Garrity right after this quick little photo session. Of course. All right, here we go.
Alex, your second title defense here. You made this one look a lot easier than your last one. Normally, you like to feel fighters out, take your time, find their weaknesses. This time, you locked in that really nasty anaconda choke. How much confidence did you get right off the bat when you got in close with this guy?
I was pretty confident. You know, he's tough. He's got great footwork, good striker. You know, he's fairly well-rounded. He's a lot of submissions, too. You know, I want to give your hands up for Brandon Apfel for taking this fight. I really appreciate it.
All right, so you're now 9-1, 2 title defenses. What's the next step for you? Where you want to go?
You know, at 9-1 on paper, 10-0 in the real world. Sean Shelby, you got our number. Dana White, give us a call. If I need to get another winner, too, I'll do that, too.
You heard it right here, folks. He's your reigning champion.
I want to thank everybody for supporting me that came out, my family, my girlfriend, Dana Pulver. I love her for taking care of my diet. Thank my sponsors, Sups, Coliseum Bar, Harley Davidson of Madison, Duluth Coating Solutions, and Carbon World Health, I'm sorry.
Your 2-time defending champion, Alex Gilpin.
Class act, Alex Gilpin, even thanking the girlfriend for keeping him on track with his food. Nice job, man, and another impressive win. We got 2 more title fights coming up. We'll do that next here on 57 Sports.
This is Chosen Few 12, and I'm here with Alex Gilpin, who defends his title in the featherweight, in the title fight against Brandon Apfel. And it was a fight that, you know, your 10th pro fight. You know, what do you make of now your title defense, your second title defense, your 10th pro fight?
Yeah, it was good, man. I got the win. I got in, got out, no damage, and I'm ready to go again. So.
Well, we heard you make a plea for the UFC, or, you know, at least to say, hey, I'm ready to take that next step. That's definitely the next step for you?
You know, I'm not too outspoken all the time, and it seems like the direction that's going is if you don't call your shot, you might not get it. So I don't know what that did for me, but hopefully it didn't hurt me. I don't think it did. So, and, you know, been reached out to a little bit, so, you know, hopefully a few fights and it'll happen. So.
Well, I imagine that was part of at least your goal as a fighter to come up and now a professional fight to defend your title for the second time. So, if we don't see you there, what's the next step for you?
Well, after tonight, we were looking at a fight, possibly actually traveling overseas to Finland in November. So they wanted to wait and see how this fight went. So I'm good. I'm fresh, healthy, ready to get back to training.
A quick fight ends up having you are very healthy right now, and that's Alex Gilpin who ends up winning this fight, a featherweight fight, and this is Chosen Few 12 on 57 Sports.